Ward in the air, so another go here for England. This time they go to Allcroft, the captain, and here is the maul. It'll rumble, they'll be roared on. England tracking towards the line, looking for the first try of the tournament, and it's Sadia Kabaya who opens the scoring in Rugby World Cup 2025.
Well, England aren't going to make two mistakes in a row. Have a quick conversation, reset, go again, straight to captain Zoe Allcroft, and just look at that, look at the connection. Everyone doing their role, driving on, driving.
For Hurd, out the back there's Jones, and now the crossfield kick, all the skills on display. How's the bounce for Dow? It's ugly for Hawkins, it's brilliant for Dow. Here come England. USA having to scramble back. Hawkins tries to get herself out of the way as Bottoman goes flat, hard and over. Power, power, power from England and Hannah Bottoman.
Just how good. All in the build-up from the line out. Meg Jones involved, forwards working around the corner. The little crossfield kick, can see the...
Hawkins tipped on Rogers, good hands for Brodie, and then again the winger again, and they've created space here. Oh, Gerald Cersei, numbers wide, but she goes herself. Erica Gerald Cersei, how's the speed for the lock forward, and she scores for the United States.
How good for the United States. We've seen throughout this game those little passes, tip passing, changing that point of contact, challenging the English defence. Going through the hands, little soft hands through, keeping it alive. Matataya involved again, and Cersei here. Natasha Hunt slips off, so does Jess Breach, and the pace to finish.
And again USA get low underneath them. The goal line defence is superb from the US. It's Muir who goes, and this time the goal line defence gives. Maud Muir scores England's third.
Well, it was good patience by England at the end. USA making them work so hard for that opportunity to take that try. Oh, Muir. Just watch the spot tackles here. Lottie Sharp getting one back on Meg Jones. And then again, Alona Mark coming up.
Almost a chance here for Sagapolo to get in over the top of that. But England again come away, and this is where they've looked to stretch. Still one short, remember, the United States. Kildun now for Down. She needs no room. She's got no room, but she's got Kildun in support. Kildun, Ellie Kildun, the face of the tournament, is on the score sheet.
Well, how good. England doing the length. Ellie Kildun, the face of the tournament, got the biggest cheer. And there again, it's the cowgirl celebration. Just the ambition to play out of your own half. Alex Matthews linking up on the outside channels. Ellie Kildun just does enough there. And then the finish.
Patient, precise, they have to use it now. Bottoman again. Just a little too static that time. Hunt will rip it away. This time she gives it some air. Through the hands they go for Abby Dow in the corner. England come flying out of the sheds at half-time with one of their top try scorers, Abby Dow.
Well, again, USA really making them work for it, but it all came from the line break from Meg Jones. The quality tackle again from Lottie Sharp right around the ankles. But here, just the patience, the time.
Hurd clings on around the boot. Turnover ball, charged by Jones, picked up by Jones. Another big play from Megan Jones, and England swing back on to attack. Breach, she's had nothing go her way. Jess Breach puts it on the toe. Kildun gets a foot to it. Kildun holds on, stretching and scoring. Ellie Kildun stayed in the fight. The ricochets went their way, and it's class to the fore as Kildun gets a second.
It's brilliant vision from Jess Breach, but initially Meg Jones hassling around that breakdown, putting Ortiz under all sorts of pressure. A quick resold, nothing really on here for Jess Breach, under pressure. Too many blue jerseys around her.
And USA will need to stand really firm here. Peels away quickly. Cabella for Cocaine. Cocaine barrels over. Amy Cocaine with another try for the Red Roses. Another and a salute.
Well, it's a great variation from the line-out. We've obviously seen England drive a number of times in here, but Amy Cocaine, the powerhouse, gets the ball in. Quick tip away. Sadia Cabell links up really well.
Flat, hard, punching her way towards the line. Offload for Cabella. Another great tackle from Matai Tonga, but England pouring forward again. 5 metres short. Sarah Byrne, now Aldcroft, the captain. It's unrelenting from England. Harrison, numbers. This the hat-trick? No, it's not. It's the dish-off for her best mate, Kildun, to Breach. And it's Jess Breach who'll get to show the rodeo celebration.
Oh, that's an absolute world-class team try. Started in from the line-out. Attack Maxine Tatiana Hearn, hitting on her pace. Getting her team in behind. Sadia Cabella staying alive on the inside. Little 1-2.
Tight forwards, Clifford drops the shoulder in and she goes half a metre. Cabella, who has been outstanding, low and hard too. Opened the scoring, the first try scorer of the tournament, Sadia Cabella, and here's another one for England. It's Lark Atkin-Davis who comes up with it, and England are in full flow.
Well, you just feel a sense of everybody wants the ball. Everybody wants to play. The movement of the ball from Alex Matthews. Look at that for a Fen. Big power. How many offloads in the build-up to this? England just keeping the ball alive, and then the patience comes from the pack. Sadia Cabella, she's been so good today in her carrying ability. Breach. The Jess Express, they call her.
The all-time leading point scorer in Rugby World Cup women's history, Emily Scarrett, adds another 2 to take her tally to 177 in World Cups, and England's tally to 62 points to 7. Telling brings it down. England will rumble once more. Heaving their way forward with Lark Atkin-Davis tucked in the back under the arm. This relentless white wave is going to get another. An 11th try in the match. Lark Atkin-Davis, the scorer of this one.
It's just too strong. USA can't stop it. It's such a lethal weapon. And Lark Atkin-Davis at the back, taking her time. Moella Tannen in there, calling the shots. Such a young player, but...
Down there from Samoa, so ball back with Oz.
They're not hanging around. Leany, the captain, took it. In command at the tail. This is ominous. This is Australia's first try of the Rugby World Cup 2025. Plundered by Catalina Amosa.
Early points on the board for the hooker for Australia.
Wood digging it out. Leonard onto Tuinako Vandra. Australia within 6 metres of the Samoan line. Wood to Moleka, a whole swathe of green and gold away here. Hulse to Miller to the try line. A special moment for Desiree Miller. She'll no doubt be thinking of her little sister Indiana, who's been very unwell back home in Australia. A former gymnast who performed at Disneyland back in the day. She's scoring more World Cup tries.
And it's another set piece secured for the
Samoan Malu tattoo given traditionally to the daughter of the High Chief in Samoan culture. But it's clean ball for the Wallaroos. Fredericks and Hulse up the middle. Wood tracking away. Hulse puts the hammers down, looking to finish. The kid comes of age. Australia's youngest ever World Cup player with a World Cup belter.
Very careful.
The set piece strike. First hands, two out the backs, and Samoa don't
have a chat to them, please?
come down and
1 metre from the bonus point try. 3 penalty advantages. Leaked by Samoa. Pohiva nosedives, not quite. Wood digging it out. Here's the opportunity. There's the try for the co-captain. Emily Chancellor brings up the bonus. And the referee, Lauren Jenner, wants a word with Sui Pauaraisa.
You need to be
But through the middle went Karpani. Still no grounding. Perhaps this time. Samoa defending stoutly here.
Number 1 offside.
And this will be a yellow card against Mamea. In the meantime, the try is scored.
Number 1.
Karpani gets it down. And Anna Mamea pays the price.
Your hands are in front of the line.
For all those penalties, that glut of infringements. Samoa down to 14, Australia with their 5th.
it was only a matter of time before someone would be sent to the bin, and it's off the back of that maul form.
The exuberant arms of Caitlin Halse. Pauaraisa, what a pass that is off the deck. Outrageous. Moleka slaloming through. Smith, in fact, it was. Off the deck, Chancellor. Halse, here's the opportunity. Fredericks, Miller on the outside. Has she got the gas? Oh, yes. Positively breathless. But as is so often the case with Desiree Miller, the finish positively breathtaking.
Toss again, always.
Just goes to show what some of these players put in to be here. This is Miller, who's on a hat-trick. Maya Stewart arcing around the outside. Meaty double shot, that was high. Stewart pops it up. Miller for the treble. Brilliantly done. Desiree Miller with a first half hat-trick. And the Wallaroos closing in on a half-century of points. No further punishment for the high shot. Lauren Jenner just mopping that up.
Yeah, so we're playing 2
But
advantages.
again, impressive defences from Samoa. Could have been the scoreboard. Still no points in this second half. Talakai takes it on. Aulu Protea, who's fresh off the bench, stops her. Smith, what a moment! A daughter of Samoa, one of 11 Samoan siblings, scoring against the country of her birth in Wallaroos green and gold.
Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally broke through, but the...
Fresh off the bench, takes uncontested. And the Wallaroos on the hunt for another. Samoa stem the initial tide, but they'll have to do more. They'll have to do much more. Australia are in, and the try scored by Talakai. Samoa cry foul. The officials for the time being unmoved. Probing left, high. Still just short. Morgan and Fernandez attacking the 14 women of Samoa. Talakai, she scored. That is an outstanding finish of Ediana Talakai, going through 3 players and somehow ensuring that ball was introduced to turf. Halse. Leonard, march backwards, bounces it off the referee. Halse again. Duck again, sliding away, Piper duck, opening up, inside, and again, Halse under the sticks. And as World Cup tries go, they don't come much sweeter, much more aesthetically pleasing than that. The youngster doubles up.
Piper duck, ball in 2 hands, turns the defense, slices through, and then connects inside.
Quick ball for the Scots. Skeldon leaves it behind. Well recovered by Nelson, and suddenly it's opening up for Scotland. McGee on the outside. McGee's away. "55 seconds on the clock, and Scotland have lacerated their greatest rivals. Welsh fingertips singed by Fran McGee.
That's gone backwards from Italy.
Just a little bobble of the ball, but it's a swift scoop from Helen Nelson and a perfectly executed pass to her left winger. And it's McGee. She fends off the defense. She has the wheels to finish.
World Cup match.
No contest.
Wales execute the line out. Crab takes it. And here comes the red machine. The Welsh juggernaut. Scotland have no answer. The gauntlet slammed down by 8 muscular women in bright red scarlet. And it looks like the co-captains bagged it. Alex Callender.
Are you okay to keep an eye on the top clock for her? So the yeah. Thanks, man.
It's a perfect throw.
Ball's available.
Brebner holding again. Emma Wassell again. What a story if she could cross the white line. They're shuffling out to the left. They've got a queue of blue jerseys. In goes McGee again. The forwards brandished the bludgeon. And then the backs wielded the knife. Fran McGee doubles up for the score.
New advantage.
Joyce slowed it down. Malcolm goes. The captain for the try. Brebner Holden dummying, and she's in. Masses and masses of Scotland pressure converted into 5 precious Scotland points, and Leah Brebner Holden scores her first test try.
At the scrum, that ball needs to come in quicker.
Well worked first phase move, Lisa Thompson. The Welsh think she's gonna carry. She does so well, leaves it up for McGee. The absolute threat on the left edge or wherever she is on the park, and we know the Scots.
Nelson, or standing deep. Here's Thompson, flat ball to Rona Lloyd, the stop and go. Introducing the women of the hour. Fran McGee's done them again. Scintillating Scotland. Fran McGee sets the World Cup ablaze. It's a hat-trick. It's a bonus point. It's glorious for the... Mattinson with a bevy of forwards, leaves it to the heavies. Ellis Martin, like a buffalo, carrying to within 3 metres. Mattinson, Gallagher! That might do it. Is that the try which splinters Wales? Which shatters the red with a cage rattler of a carry. Mattinson, Nelson going it alone. Sublime footwork from the fly half. Mattinson to Orr, lacerating Wales. Over she goes. We're just going to check if that pass was forwards.
Okay, so I obviously have an on-field try. Just a sec, Alex. We're talking.
For the driving line-outs, they fancy their chances from this kind of range. Gillian Bogue, Gloucester Hartbury, and Calgary Alberta to feed this line-out. She goes long to the back, well taken. Here's De Goody around the back. Sophie De Goody. Oh, that's pretty good stuff, you've got to say. Perfection off the line-out from Canada. And Sophie De Goody just over a year after suffering that ACL injury that robbed her Olympic chances, gets Canada's first try at the Rugby World Cup.
I'll tell you what, as soon as she got that ball in her hands, I knew she was going to score, so it's really nicely taken. She's come around.
Penalty tap a go if you like, but no, they like the line-outs. Do Canada. Why not with the tall timber they've got? The Goody again, the target. Arriving as Castle. 48 cap today, the Canada hooker. She's heading towards the try line and she's over. Britt Castle scores Canada's second, another 5 points. They lead Fiji by 12 points to 0.
Yeah, showing they've got the that forward pack game as well, nice and strong. And again, Fiji last time were caught out wide off of the line out on the field round, but this time they've just been out-forced, out-muscled, pushed.
Bogue's looming again. Here's De Goody. Fiji look for the turnover. Told to let go by the referee, but coming it with a blindside hit was Naihamu. She's into everything as well. And here's a big, big run from Crossley. Caroline Crossley, the castaway wanderer, with Canada's third here in York.
And remember, they have done that without their fly half. They have done that with 14 players. They played really smart. They took some big hits. That's a good, powerful run to be able to absorb a powerful hit like that and just be able to bounce it off, keep herself really nicely balanced.
They're going to come the near side. Peltier to Tessier, and the offload indoors to Crossley, who's having a whale of a game. Good quick ball for Peltier. De Goody, she's got huge numbers. She finds Corrigan. Alicia Corrigan in the corner. Saracen to Saracen. De Goody to Corrigan, and another try for Canada.
Is there anything De Goody can't do? Because, again, you talk about players and multi-skilled, but it's a solid scrum. There's some nice lines there, could go out the back. They decide to go to Tessier, who manages to offload. They keep this ball alive. Now Fiji are having to scramble for
the inside centre. Buetti. That's a cross kick, which has worked out for them. I'm not sure that was the original intention for Rebecca Tolve, but she almost got away there. Fiji. Quick second pass on to the hooker Tawake. Senevutu again. Loose head prop's been lively. Now an opportunity for Josephine Nenmahu. Now Alfreda Fisher, the captain. Here they go, the Fijiana. Oh, it's brilliant. Rossi Lomani. What a try. The Fijiana are flying in York.
An absolute beauty of a try as well. All started from in their own 22 with that excellent crossfield kick. We're going to say that it was meant because we want to see it more. And then
Peltier wants it quick. Slightly slower ball for O'Donnell this time. Allows Fiji just to reset on defence. Now De Goody. Still numbers on the right-hand side for Canada if they can shift it. Now they do. Tessier, one more pass might do it. And it's Julia Schell, who's all smiles. That's how you respond. Canada have their fifth.
Yeah, world-class teams. It's how you respond. You're always going to get scored against, or most of the time you will, so it's how you react to that, and they've reacted really well. And actually, even if Shells doesn't score here,
Emily Tosi will throw this line out for Canada. And Forteza wins it down to Peltier, to Perry, to Tessier, to Simons, that quintessential swerve of hers, and getting away is Schell, looking for a second try. Schell's in the corner. 2 tries in a couple of minutes for the Canada fullback.
yeah, nice to see them unleashing their backs as well, and Schell getting 2 in the matter of minutes is brilliant for her. So they've got the numbers. You can see the depth that they have. Canada just, Fiji in defence just turn in. Could have potentially done the 2-on-1 and given it to Apps to show her pace.
Perry, Tessier, cut out ball to Corrigan. Corrigan's got Schell, here we go. This is going to be a hat-trick. Well, what a 3 minutes for Julia Schell that she will never forget. A World Cup triple in North Yorkshire. Julia Schell.
Absolutely incredible from Canada there. I really like that they're playing from deep within their half, and it's the pass, that flat, beautiful pass, and then the 2v1 back on the inside as well, and then the pace to go. Corrigan's point. We won.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Super sub, Cat Merchant. Another gilt-edged attacking opportunity for Canada. They've got an advantage here. Peltier got players on the left. Guess who? It's Schell again. That's number 4. She cannot stop scoring tries for Canada.
Genuinely, the second half, she has just come out and just made the decision, right, I'm going to go and score, 4 tries on my own. But seriously, yeah, whatever energy gel or what sweets that she's having.
You could hear the effects through the effects mic, the contact there, and we might go back and look at that, but here come Canada again. It's Corrigan, offloads to Apps. Now Seo Manatafa, and now Peltier, and now Schell. Don't say it. She's on 4 tries, and she's gonna get 5. Yes, 5. Unbelievable. Julia Schell breaking records in York.
I think just the look of joy as well from the bench, just disbelief, but just so happy for her.
Penalty advantage here for Canada. Plenty of options too for Canada. They're going to kick pass across field. It's Julia Schell, and she's got 6 tries at a Rugby World Cup.
Absolutely incredible scenes. Couldn't be anyone else that was going to be out there. But again, it's the decisions. They know that they have the advantage for the
hamstring. That's what has kept her out of late with that New Zealand squad. So we hope that's just precaution for her sake. Canada win the line out at the back, and here they come, thundering towards the try line. And there's another one. Well, they can get you one way. Out on the edge, they'll surely get you another straight through the middle. And it's Karen Parkam who has the score for Canada.
Yeah, and again, we mentioned their first...
Montbégu, the firefighter in Toulouse, looking to get some fire, and one that she doesn't have to bless in this French side. Arbès now getting the runners involved. Joanna Griset comes off of her wing. Joanna Griset accelerates into contact and accelerates over the try line. Joanna Griset opens the scoring for the French here at Sandy Park.
Well, you can feel that it just lifted the tempo, this French outfit physically. And off the back of that, they found some confidence. Look at this. Backdoor, had another player backdoor. And that's what creates the overlap. She's worked from the right-hand side, Joanna Griset, and she absolutely slices through this Italian defence.
Slow ball for the French. Don't mind it, though. They've been fronting up and beating the Italians physically, and then now they have penalty advantage. Less than 2 meters to go for the French. Arbès, Kafoui, and Kafoui's not going to be stopped from there. Asia Kafoui goes in for France's second, but first in the second half.
French brutality at its finest. They just powered through. The pick and go, and the timing when to go.
Ball has to come. Falraklu. She's got long levers. Not able to get there. Charlotte Escudero, is she going to get it? Yes, she is. Or has she? Yes, she has.
French composure and brutality. 20 phases they worked through. The ability to attack.
Forward, O'Brien looks to shift for Higgins. Higgins now creating some space as Flood punches into the line. Here's a first touch for Amy Lee Costigan. The flyer on the edge. Amy Lee Costigan opens her account and opens Ireland's account at Rugby World Cup 2025. It's a classic finish from Amy Lee.
It certainly is. You can't give her a bit of space because she will absolutely finish. Great work in the midfield to really tighten up Japan, and then the space on the outside, the link up between the Olympians, Flood and Amy Lee Costigan, still has work to do. Big fend out, gets Ireland onto the scoreboard. Just the timing of that pass, the accuracy out in front to Amy Lee, and then finishes the job.
Jones again finds Monaghan. This time Ireland will drive. Japan did well initially to hold up Ireland's first driving maul. Jones has got it tucked in the back here. Now Hogan comes in just to add a bit of weight, and now they've got go forward here. Higgins comes and joins as well, as does Costigan. It's still with Neve Jones crawling, crashing over. Set piece execution, and Ireland get a second. It's the hooker Neve Jones.
Well, they just keep coming, this green wave. The best teams in the world absolutely punish you on penalties. Neve Jones, right at the start of it, has been excellent with her arrows so far. And just the patience here from Ireland. Not getting much movement going forward, but just buying their time. And then the cavalry comes in. Hogan, Higgins, all add a bit of extra weight, a bit of extra...
See from Dan O'Brien just how well she's kicking, but he also mentioned how crucial the first 15 or 20 minutes are of this match, because it's been such a long build-up. It's all about the confidence and the fact that they've got 2 tries defended so
Hold
well.
it, Jenny, hang on a second, because here comes Bevan Parsons back in green after 2 broken legs, and on the score sheet, what a return for Bevan Parsons. Created the space off that brilliant platform, and Irish fans are on their feet. The 2 wingers combine, and Bevan Parsons on the score sheet.
Just how good. Great set piece, and Higgins there just does enough, and the big show and go from Amy Lee Costigan. And how many times we've seen these 2 link up, coming all the way off her wing to get to her.
Looking for their first points. Otsuka lost the ball, big and wide for Imakugi towards the line, just dragged down by Flood. Japan come at them again as Ireland regroup. Short and hard, low drive, stopped by Jones. On the line, that's there for Japan this time, and it's Haruka Hirotsu. The try they've been working for, the one they've been looking for, gets the royal seal of approval, and it's Hirotsu who scores.
But it all came from such big momentum from the forward pack. The speed of ball, but the recycling here, Ireland can't organise. And then what a pass here to pick. Cuts out 3 of her forward pack, hits her at 2. And then she's got the power to get over and finish the job.
And now Hogan looking for the inside runner on the angle. It was Flood. Japan read it well. O'Brien again. Higgins has been busy. Goes herself this time, Eve Higgins. Slicing through, piercing the Japanese defence, getting the offload away to Fiona Chute. And Ireland are cutting up at Franklin's Gardens.
Well, how good. Evie Higgins has been involved so much this afternoon, but as a distributor. So then the defence just slides off her, thinking she's going to move it to the outside. Just here, so composed, little show and go. Puts on the accelerator and shoot right on her shoulder. One-handed offload. Absolutely wonderful try from the girls in green.
Low and hard again goes Kitano. She stopped short of the line as well. They'll dig it out once more. Lot of bodies, not a lot of room to try and get this down. It's funneled to the back, and this time they do go over. And it's Masami Kawamura. Her gets the try. The coaches get the pats on the back, but so does this outstanding loose forward, Misami Kawamura.
Well, Kawamura, all at the heart of it, right from the line out. Initially got such a rumble on here, completely dislodged the Irish pack. And then again, we talked about that momentum and keeping hold of it and building your pressure, building your phases, and great patience here by Japanese players, taking their time, waiting for their opportunity.
And Matsumura clings on, up to the 5-metre line. Quick pick, numbers, intercept, Higgins. And away goes Eve Higgins. Is she going to go coast to coast? Looking for a speedster, she won't need them, Eve Higgins. So often the unsung hero of the Irish side. And Higgins goes 95 to score and break Japanese hearts.
Well, we said she is no stranger to performing on the big stage and under pressure. And how about that? On your try line, picking up the pass, going the absolute length. This was such brilliant play from Japan. The build-up, the break on the outside, the continuity, the soft hands. But here, just one pass too many. Ireland really struggling to get back.
Looking for the protection and support. It comes from Perry Pick and Go. Ireland piling in. Now is Hogan. There is plenty of her. She's been everywhere. Brittany Hogan. Now they look to release onto the field and over the whitewash is Enya Breen for Ireland. They had one rubbed out, but Breen obliges to extend the lead again.
That's exactly what you want from the bench. Immediate impact. Initially Stolten, lovely little
to feed it just inside the Brazilian 22. Shove comes on, Ele's got it tucked in the back and they'll earn a penalty advantage. Yeah, Ele comes away with it. Janse van Rensburg left it behind, and here goes Azeza Ele. And then on the inside ball for Nadine Roos to open the account of South Africa at Rugby World Cup 2025. Nadine Roos, the little rocket, goes in under the posts.
Yeah, she's such a pocket rocket, isn't she? Wasn't that tidy to begin with, but stay composed, and Ele through the middle, looking for the offload, and Ruiz gets them off to a great start. Also we've now seen the power of that scrum as well. Another big piece that they talk about being their DNA.
But Andre Dolph adds the two. Knocks over the conversion. It's a fast start from South Africa. 7 points to 0. But Brazil have done well just to send South Africa backwards. Now they rumble forward, the team in green. Both teams in their traditional colours. Have to use it, does Azeza Ele. Oh, she's such a powerhouse, this big number 8. Ele wrestling to the ground and over. Just always stays in the fight, Azeza Ele. And she this time gets South Africa's second.
Just too strong and too powerful. As you said, that mindset, she never gives up. Can hear the referee calling it, breaks away. Nobody else has reacted. Just containing South Africa, pick after pick, pass after pass, carry after carry. But you often see this when the lugs start burning and the legs start burning and we're off.
Quick tap, oh, Azeza Ele just bodies over the ball. Cannot stop that. That is wrecking ball material from the number 8, Azeza Ele for South Africa.
I wonder how many times they practiced that as well, but you just can't sit back and let Azeza Ele run at you. She is so strong and so powerful. She's like an absolute wrecking ball. They've definitely been practicing that. Maybe at the same time they did the hair.
They must have known what we did about it. Kokan will clear. It won't go into touch. It'll go down the throat of Bills again, so South Africa will have one more chance to run it back, weaving her way through. Roos for Janse van Rensburg, now over the top for Salonsi. Malinga's got space. She should have the pace on Kokan. She does. Ayanda Malinga. Rangy runner on the edge for South Africa. And Ayanda Malinga swamped in scoring.
Lovely counter-attack play from Dolph, just goes right up the middle, pulling in the Brazilian players. Does enough, and now opportunities. Nice distribution, little over the top, and gives the ball to Malinga nice and early, gives her the space and the pace to be able
to Plioshte. The two prop forwards coming together. Kokan rolling a little kick in behind as the chase comes across. It's fielded by Dolph, who then evades Camelia Carvalho, and here's trouble because here's Nadine Royce in broken field, and she has got speed to burn and all the skill to go with it. Chip over the top, the bouncer sit up for Dolph. She's got LA on for a hat-trick here. It is a worldie from South Africa. Azaza Hele gets the score, but a couple of the little magicians had a very big hand in it.
Azaza Hele keeping up with the fullback and the number 9, Ruiz. But brilliant bit of magic from...
Boy again. And now Weaver, who is just another of these wrecking ball players in the South African lineup. Janse van Rensburg, now it opens up for her. They were patient and persevered and punishing in the end. Libby Janse van Rensburg scores for South Africa.
Well, it was a gutsy defence again from Brazil, forcing South Africa to go through the phases, but this carry here pulls in 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. Now they're shortened up, they're trying to race around the corner.
Yes, ball is out.
Oh, she was allowed to have another go at it, Natisha Silva. So now Brazil have to defend, and all these fresh legs have come in to be full of running. Here goes Liam Pooper, and then ball back in field for Libby Janse van Rensburg, and she's going to get a double as South Africa's fly half.
Well, just the transition there from South Africa from the turnover. Bit of go forward. Tougher Brazil there, thought they got the turnover, but here just the ejection of pace, the support on the inside and outside. And Libby van Rensburg finishing.
South Africa, it's tucked in the back with Miku Gunter. Now it goes to ground, so they'll have to clear it away. And that's exactly what Tose does to Abiwe Ngwevu, who has done a power of work in the heart of the South African team and gets the reward.
She certainly does. She's been a bulldozer across the park and finally gets herself over on the try line. Just comes in really tight, drops her body height and goes over.
It has been a day full of colour and atmosphere, that is for sure. South Africa have just kept coming, but Brazil have kept fighting. Now through the hands, Malinga again. A little in and away, and under Malinga will get her second of the match, finishing off in the corner.
Well, that's definitely an area that South Africa will be really pleased about, is their counter-attack. Their ability to shift the ball nice and early, getting it out to the outside channels. Just here, the simple things done really well. Little square up, simple from Dolph there, gives Malinga nice and early time because she knows that Silva's going to...
Just goes to show, doesn't it, the experience she's built on the HSBC 7 series, but also playing in Japan, playing in the United States, taking, as she says, Brazilian rugby to the world, and she's grown as a player, but that one overthrown. And all the work that Bianca Silva does on defence can't stop that one. Narata Makua with the try for South Africa.
Well, what a reaction. Just switched on, ready, alert, at the back here. Such a shame the timing's so off, but the reaction is absolutely outstanding.
Into the Spanish 22. Brazier, nice quick hands. Mikaeli Tu'u to Duplessis. Good tackle on her again. Had to be made, or she was Gonski's. Here's Brazier to Renee Holmes again. Now Georgia Miller, look at the feet from the 7-star. Georgia Miller, oh, there you go. That is Georgia Miller. All ends up. 7th World Player of the Year. And absolutely smashing it in 15s. She gets New Zealand's first try at this World Cup.
Yeah, you can see it as soon as Miller gets this ball, she just decides, I'm going to look like I'm going to pass it, but actually I've got no interest. Beats 2 defenders, and it looks...
It's there for Hohaya. Brazier. Alana Bremner. Duplessis over the top to Braxton Sorensen-McGee. Sorensen, McGee to Georgia Miller, and she's in again. 2 tries in a few minutes for Georgia Miller. The New Zealand open side goes bang bang.
Yeah, really lovely, well-worked try here. Spain get themselves far too narrow in that defence, and they have the overlap. It was a simple 2v1 pass. And Miller there, just maybe she's got her eye on what Schell did yesterday, getting 6 tries for Canada. Maybe she's got that lined up for herself, but...
Gets up, goes again, shoved ahead by Letta Inga. Still alive here for Amy Rule. Tight hip prop almost over. They pick up, they drive, they go again. That was Sae, almost there. Long pass to Liana. Mikaele-Tu'u. And the big number 8 is under the bar.
Yeah, a lovely straightening.
Really good run from the blind side. Olsen Baker picks and drives the legs. They got a penalty advantage here, New Zealand. Poldy Lane to Green, to Brazier, to Demant. Renee Holmes gets away from one. Letteinga, and New Zealand will score. And that is the try bonus point for the Black Ferns.
Yeah, you could feel that come in, but they definitely have had a change in the way that they're playing. At one point, the New Zealand side were all within the inside of the 15 metres either side. They were playing that tight play. They were forcing Spain to come in. And eventually, once they'd managed to bring all those defence in, they were able to move it out wide to their danger players. So really smart from New Zealand, but a definite shift from the first half where they kept their width the whole time. So there's from Holmes, the fight out of the tackle, and then it's just that simple 2v1. Letteinga there, didn't want to go.
Just give me the 20 and 10 if I
in the corner, fighting her way under the post.
Thank you. No compete.
Circles, finds Bayfield. Good line-out win from the Army captain. Ponsonby has it at the back, and that big white blanket is charging forward. They've really got a rumble on here. Ponsonby will put it down, and there's number 5 for the Black Ferns.
I love that. Demant, you could see her just nodding with approval, like, yeah, that's what we do. We let our forwards do the work in that one, but they have come, New Zealand, I think, this half with a different energy and lovely executed line-out. They move it very quickly, the ball to the back. Ponsonby, no doubt in her mind where this is.
5 metres out, so she might well get the opportunity.
I could see why, though, because they were so flat. You could look up and think they were a defensive line.
Poldy Lane goes the blind side. Letteinga looking for a second try, still driving. And the try is awarded. Aisha Letteinga with a double in the World Cup opener.
That's a good finish there, because the Spanish were coming across defensively, really trying to cover, and she is such a strong winger. So off the scrum, they decide they're going to pick and go to the left. So there's the hands-off.
Brazier, Chelsea Brennan, Demant. Holmes, really good feet from the fullback. Shows it, goes it, and then gives it to Portia Woodman-Wycliffe. Portia Woodman-Wycliffe with her 21st World Cup try.
Just letting that crowd's noise go for everybody, just cheering her on, and it's Holmes does incredibly well, the footwork.
Really good hands from Kaluna Vali. That was high over her head, the tight head. Great skill. Veliko picks and goes. New Zealand playing with just 13 players on the field, remember. And coming at pace is Teresa Setefano. The big heavies up front got the go forward. And Setefano in a 3rd World Cup has a shot, but they will get another shot.
Oh, I'd have loved it when they had their advantage, though, to Claudia Perez is on the left-hand side. No one marking her. I would have loved to see him give a shot.
Let's go, please.
Alba Capel, sail shark, taps and goes. They pick and drive once more. They've got it. They've got the try! Vamos! Vamos, Las Leonas!
Well, they've travelled from far and wide, these Spanish fans, and they've finally been rewarded. Try time for Las Leonas.